Coin is going to zero.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trading with OC. What's up, guys? Welcome. Great to have you around. And well, I think that was a good call yesterday, taking some profits out of everything and then moving our stop to entry because, as expected, I told you guys, don't trust the markets. Don't trust the markets. Do this could happen. And let's get started first with you guys because you guys are the most important part of the show. And well, also, we need to go and take a look at what's going on with Solana. All right, so let's get started here, guys. And we got Alexander G, of course, the queen mode at the very first one in the chat. What's up, Alexander? Thank you for stopping by. Chris Reitz, what's up? Good evening, OC. Good evening to you, my friend. Welcome. Hey, TGT, what's up, brother? Welcome. Great to have you here. We also have Gare. What's up, Gare? What is up? How's it going, KT? Double shout out Kelly Califine in the house. How is it going? Also, hey Alex, oh, the Otter gang. Welcome, guys. Great to have you here. And there is a message with, where is it? Retraced? I don't know. All right, so welcome. What's up, Alex? Great to have you around. Really appreciate you stopping by to say hi. Thank you, my friend. Let's see who else we got in here. I think that's all for now. Quick reminder, click that like button. Really helps us out with the algorithm. So let's go to the charts and let's start seeing what we have, because I believe that, just like always, somewhere in between 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, we might have some entry. Let's go, Chris. Yes. Oh, the gang. Welcome. So let's get it, guys. Let's get it.
Game over.
All right, so we're gonna be starting with Binance in here really quickly. Let me just get it onto the screen. And what are we gonna be starting with Binance? Because despite we have a retracement here in this candle, remember, this is what we were expecting, right? A little retracement and then further move to the upside. We already are topping up. We don't have peak performance diamond, but we're getting closer to a break of structure entry. So we didn't have a clean or clear entry at a retracement, and that is because, well, you already know it did not win to our trend line in here, right? We do have new predictive ranges, and remember, the most probable zone, most probable reaction, it is going and hit the blue predictive range. Got it right here. Nothing new. We were expecting this, right? So be very extremely careful right now, guys. I know I always say this. I mean, not about the breakout, it's about the retest. That's the first thing I repeat. And then don't, or if you're gonna be buying the BOS trade, you could be buying the top. All right, so remember, if you are gonna be jumping in for that BOS trade, please beware of what might be coming to you. All right, so let's go, for example, in this case. So what if you would have bought the break of structured trading here? All right, at first glance, a very nice run up. All right, but where is it? To the very first resistance right here, to the second resistance, right, to the third resistance. Well, how is your stop loss? Did you move it on time? Did you not? Right? How's your leverage? Right? And worse yet, all right, so let's go, for example, what if you bought the break of structured trade in here, aiming for your very first area right here, not or one single candle here in the green? That gives you, and that's why we do it always. Oh, that's why my thing is turned off. 1 sec. All right, so that's on your first body candle in wick in the green right there. You move your stop to entry, and then as it comes back down, it takes you out without losing anything. But it is not always that easy. All right, it's not always that easy. So just keep in mind that if we're gonna be buying the break of structure trade, we need to be prepared for a possible reversal to be buying the top. And buying the top means, well, you need to get the hell out of there as soon as possible with your stop loss. So if you are planning to get stopped out, that's why you want to divide your capital. All right, it's not that we're planning to get stopped, right? I mean, but it's one of the possibilities, and that possibility is starting to rise above a 20%, above a 30%, right? So anything above 30, you either don't take it or you scale it down. All right, so at this moment, let's just go for it, right? I'm not gonna be buying it right now. We don't have just yet the break of structure. Nonetheless, if you're going for a classic body break of structure, it is almost at this candle end your entry, basically in 2 hours, a little bit less than 2 hours. All right, so just so you know, so right here is starting at 22 hours, and right, that is 8 p.m. No, 10, yeah, 8 p.m. Is it? No, that's 10. Yeah, that's 10. Sorry, a little math frost braining here. The 10 p.m. in here, and we are at 6, so we're basically starting this candle. Okay, so be careful. I mean, if you're gonna be buying it right now, well, then you could also do that. But again, guys, I cannot stress it enough. Be careful. Trading Tuition in the house, my gaming buddy. How's it going, brother? Today, well, not today, Friday. Friday, man, get your stories ready because I have 2 of mine that we're gonna be podcasting out while we trade and we game. First, how I start when I went partying in one country and wake up into another one, and the second, how I almost got deported from the States. So that's gonna be interesting. So don't miss that, guys, and come watch us, come hear us on Trading with OC or Gaming with OC. We're gonna have a lot of story times in there. All right, so there we go. Be careful with this one. It's up to you if you want to take the risk, and if you're going to be taking it, remember, we need to go something like Solana, right? Look at Solana. We were on support, all right? We were on support. Remember, danger, Will Robinson, right? Danger. This is a dangerous trade. That's why we scaled down to one quarter of a position. What happened? Very next candle, wham! There we go, kicking the balls, right? So only balls. So right here, not good still. We took a lot of profits yesterday. Remember, we took like, what was it, 3-4 trades, or 5 trades in BNB, and that's why I wanted to go back BNB and go for the next break of structured trade. All right. So this covers one of those taking profits. That's fine. Let's move this out of the way. And we're getting closer to the next possible entry, which was dynamic reactor in this support. Important. We don't quite have right now. Let me clear this up. We don't quite have right now our flip of the ribbon, right? The thing is getting thicker. All right, the thing is getting thicker. And by the way, let me see. Get this in here. Where is it? I know I rescued the thing. Come on, where is it? Hold on, I know I'm killing the joke. Something doesn't just... Come on, all right. Here it is, finally. All right, let's just drop it here. There we go, chunky candle. So we have chunky here. Right now it's getting chunky right in here, right down here, all right? And that means that we're getting closer to a flip of the ribbon. Okay. Nonetheless, let me see if I can bring this up. Yeah, chunky candles. Yeah. Oh. Tag him. Candles, if you're watching this, you know this is a joke. Hopefully you know, right? Without the respect, of course. If you want to make fun of me, come here. I take it. I can take it. We love you, boy. We love you, buddy. All right, so the point is, I think I'm gonna be doing those, right? Chunky candles. Oh, dude. So let's go to Solana. All right. So if we lose this support, be aware we have a big area right here, big empty area, right? That empty area might be meaning that we might be going all the way down here. No surprise, we have an alert right there, right? Maybe on the wick down. In fact, let's just move it a slightly bit upwards in between our in between our volatility zone and then our support zone, right? Oh, see, I started using the tiny candle RSI Prime. Love it, and I think it's easier to see reversals than the oh yeah, in the regression RSI. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go and I mean, oh, it's not here. Come on, where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Perfect. And yeah, Kelly, you have a very nice comment here. That's pretty cool. That's what we look for, right? Those tiny candles for reversals. So, in fact, nice. Now that you have called this out, well then we don't have right here so far our next tiny candle. Be aware, guys, that after a big candle, we then can start shrinking candles, and that is what we start looking for, right? So we have a candle right outside of the zone, so we are on reversal zone, but we don't quite have those tiny candles in there. So very nice there, Kelly. Thank you so much for bringing this up. Let's actually grab it here. Let's do about the indicator. What is it? About this script. And let's just copy it and let's paste it here in the chat. There we go. And that is if you guys want to add it. It's a free indicator by Chart Prime. Let's go. Quick what is it? Warning. Yeah, this thing changes the colors of your candles. And we have it on high Kinashi. It needs to be on high Kinashi on your settings, not your main candles. Your RSI Prime candles need to be on high Kinashi for you to see the reversals, all right? The tiny candles. So after that, let's go and check the rest of it all. So we're gonna be going for maybe some sweep close, some swing failure pattern, and then I'm gonna be adding a trend line, something like this, or that next. There we go. Maybe I can add it like this. Yep. There we go. Let's lock this, right? And I'm gonna be expecting maybe, like either this swing failure pattern or this swing failure pattern, right? Regardless what happens, we got our we are covered right here on this trend line. Let's create an alert and let's let it go. But once again, guys, beware. This could be bouncing up tonight, all right? So keep that in mind. Let's go for where is it? Let's go for Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin, we are basically right here on the support, right? We were talking about this, all right? We don't quite have our bounce up, all right? Remember, we had an open order, TP number one, we still had 25% right here, and then, well, I stopped out with that same 25%, right? So that 25%, just if you were wondering, when do I take it? I don't take it until it's just like to the moon, right? There was a trade, like for example, let's go for this breakout retest, classical, right? Classic breakout retest, going for, oh, where is it? Come on, there it is. There it is, with our tiny candles going back up, all right? And then, well, we take either here or there. There we go. That is our stop loss right here. Let's just say that we have taken TP1, TP2, and then 25% out. Let's just get rid of this one, just so we rest of it. So when do I take the rest of that 20%? I don't. This thing was still open. Why? Because if we do something like that, this 25%, it's becoming a very nice order back, right? Once you have broken, all right? Once you have broken an average growth, in this case, every cycle is a little bit different, all right? But once you have broken an average trade of around 10 to 15%, I will be feel safe to close, right? Another important thing is that I only use two different coins, USDC and USDT. So if I need to open up, let's just say that this was on USDC, right? And then I took, I don't know, this one on USDT. and then I need to take another one. But then that's when I close this one, right? The last 20% with USDC, and then I reopen another one with another issue, right? I know there's brokers that allow you to do multiple trades without combining the average, but since I'm already used to it averaging down stuff, well then that's what I use, right? Just so in case you were wondering. All right, I want to go over a couple of other stuff here. One second. Good. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me. One second, something popped up in here. Sorry. And I need out. Come on. Whatever. All right, perfect. Okay, so right there, let's see. Perfect. Right here, we're getting to a bearish state in here. All right, we don't quite have our tiny candles. We are waiting for this support to hold. Remember that this trend line, this trend line is not supported by anything. We don't have the next bounce. Remember, yesterday we were speculating on that trend line. All right, coming back down, then coming back up. And then we have two options, either go through, right? Basically not having the trend line, or that trend line will be somewhere around there. We still don't know it, but we're aiming to, or where we have a smart money entry right here, right? And we also have a golden line. We have our own previous break of structured trade. All right, cool. Let's just get rid of it. Come on. And not only that, come on, where was it? There we go. We have a support line. Okay, so we have a lot of things in here. That's why we're aiming to that area to fill up as support, and then we start looking for a reversal to the upside, like something like this, right? Like something like that, something around those, right? Other than that, we need to wait a little bit. Again, looking for those tiny candles right in here on the RSI prime, or looking for the flip of the ribbon on our main oscillator. If I can bring that up. And man, usually dude, this been a little too much. There we go, finally. So look at that, once again being a little chunky, right? Being a little chunky. Oh, but still, we are on that path, right? Getting closer to have that flip of the ribbon right here. Another important that you can start looking for, it is when these volumetrics start printing some other than red. So going from red to green, right? So some grading like this, all right? Or that U-shaped pattern that you can see here. Well, that's going to be our trigger for our next re-entry. So I do believe that we're not going to be going that low. I mean, who knows? It's October. Things are getting, or we're rejecting out of the all-time high. Usually a rejection out of the all-time high is pretty big. It's pretty substantial. But we'll see. We'll see. We should not be running or FOMOing in or out of the trade. Let's just wait, all right? And if for some reason this thing starts going up, we don't do anything until we cross over that white line, right? We will need to be patient, because if we don't cover this line and then we come back down just like it happened here, guess what? We are gonna be creating a dead cat bouncing here, a lower high, and then what is up next? A lower low, and that is gonna be painful if you are in a long position there, especially since now we're gonna be looking for a full position entries, right? So far so good. Let me read you guys. Hey Joe, what's up? Kelly, there's a daily fair value gap at 100 in 1,000. Oh yeah, it is this one in here. Yes, good eye right there. Look at that. Right at the 50% fair value gap, look at this, right? We have a support. So that's the zone that we're gonna be aiming in case we have that dead cat bounce, or in case we're breaking down, and then we'll see what happens right there. But great call right there, Kelly. You're right on spot. Really. Thank you. Hey, Joe. Kelly, hey, I forgot to. What is it? I forgot? Those diamonds reversals. There's many of them. Yeah. Let me give you a run up here. All right. So this one's right here. This the ones that we could be calling reversal diamonds, right? Those are peak performance diamonds. All right. Imagine a rocket. All right. And this is the fuel of your rocket. All right. So you're having push, 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 thrust. You have thrust, 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 thrust. And then the thruster's fuels right here end up. So the thruster push is no longer pushing. That's why it's decreasing. It's not pushing your spaceship. But remember, you can still go a little bit higher because you have what is called momentum. All right. And your momentum is, of course, the strength right here on your ADX, right? This one right here. So right there, look at that. We're losing both momentum and strength, right? Not momentum, I mean rocket fuel and strength, right? And then out of nowhere, we gain some momentum, all right? And very close to it, hey, we have another peak performance. We stop pushing, right? And once again, so the point with these diamonds is that you see when there's not power, there's no more fuel to be your rocket the upside, all right? So for me, I call them peak performance diamond. Then when you're going for bearish to bullish, that's what I call reversal diamonds here. Why? It's not that they're showing you a reversal at the top or reversal at the bottom. They're showing you a reversal in trend, right? Let's go check out how they look in the peak picture, right? Right there on the price action. Let me clear this up. We're gonna be jumping into the price action in a second. All right, perfect. Let's go to a cleaner chart. Let me hide everything here, and of course everything right there. Perfect. Let me also minimize this really quickly. Get big, and then of course let's just keep this shut for a second. Right? So just based on the oscillator, which is not recommended, but just so we can learn this, all right? Peak performance, right? And right there, remember your thrusters are off, are out of fuel. So you hover over, you start retracing. You have your reversal diamond because you're going from bullish to bearish, and then you start going low, back up your other reversal. What happens of that reversal? We have a very huge, just like little pushing here, right? Coming back down. Now we're reversal on trend, and this reversal on trend is actually crossing the trend line. But that is your call. You see, that is your call for reversing the trend. Not about the breakout, it's about the retest, shorted, and off. Oh, right? You can't see all of this. Second. Yeah, abandon ship. All right, so at this point, let's, for example, check this out here. This is not the greatest example because we have a lot of pushing here because we have breakout, retest, continuation. That's why we have a multiple peak performance. But for example, right here, we have a peak performance lower. Let's just say that this peak performance is saying, hey, refueling, it's back on, right? Refueling, it's back on. It's finished. So you start pushing. Now we have counteract the fall. Then we're going bullish, right? And there you go. So it's not the very bottom because your very bottom was in here. But this is your change of trend, right? Just like, for example, this one was also a change of trend by breaking your trend line, right? It was not the highest point, but it was a reversal of your trend. So quick refreshment on how to use the oscillator, the linear regression oscillator. So remember, guys, this needs to be, I make a companion with my ADX, all right? The ADX give me strength. Why? Because if I'm losing strength on the bearishness, this thing right here is going up. All right. And what happened here? Slightly go up. There we go. Right. Let's go for another example right here. For example, where is it? Right here. Okay. This thing from here. This one is going down and this one is going up. That means that this price action is going up. And it's going up. Again, look at this. From this point, and then going down. Oh, slightly bit here, going up on from here to there. This should be going up, right? So, and then if you match it with your reverse and then keep pushing upwards, well, you have a much bigger trend to follow along. That's the point. Hey, Crypto Squid in the house. What's up, yo? Welcome, Great to have you here. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time here. Thanks, so my pleasure, Kelly. My pleasure. All right, so let's go and check a couple of other assets in here. I want to go over LDO. We're talking about LDO, and it's basically the area that we were expecting, right? Coming back down this area, so breakout, retest, some support. But I just don't see that fuel system, right? Look at your fuel. Your fuel, let me just turn on the strength, all right? Your fuel is not in here. So, yeah, you refuel a little bit, you spend a little bit. You refuel a little bit, you spend a little bit. So the thing is not actually doing much, all right? This is getting me a little bit scared. Not the scare that, hey, you know, like abandoned sheep, but it's not a sheep that we're going to start boarding like anytime soon, right? We're getting closer. I mean, we are at support. But remember what happened with Solana, all right? So let's just keep an eye on this one. I'm going to create a buffering zone in here. Let's clone this, all right? Let's move downward. Let's bring up my support resistances. And yes, we have a big support area right here. And we're going to be going for the next area of support. So let's add this one right here. Just believing and thinking that this could be going a little lower, somewhere around here. So let's add a horizontal line. Yes, horizontal alert. And of course, let's add this one. Let's lock it and let's create an alert to it. I'm also going to be adding another alert right up here and create. Oh, we have a Solana alert. Let's go. Let's see what happens with Solana. And let's add another line in here just to confirm that we're looking at that resistance, right? Let's keep an eye on LDO. We might get some bucks out of it. Maybe not today, maybe at the weekend. It's looking like you still want to develop a little bit. So let's go check, what was it? Solana right now. All right, Solana getting at the support zone. Right here, we're breaking it. We are going bearish still, so it seems like it's going to continue. We need to bit more time. Still need to wait for that candle closure. If that candle close bullish like this and then we start ramping up, it's not about your breakout, it's about your retest, and then up you go for maybe a higher low. All right, but in the meantime, this is going lower. All right, so let's see what we have in here. What is Paul? Let me see. I just found this up. But are you? Yes or no? Let me see. Yes or no? 100% no. No. All right. I guess that we are not. All right. So let's see if you are. I don't know. Whatever. Just click that button right here. All right. So on the chat, by the way. So let's go over. Let's see, 67% no. How can I see their answers? 33% yes. Love it. All right, we'll see if yes or no it wins. Let's go to Uniswap. We had it prepared for yesterday. We were talking about a retracement a little bit deeper than we were expecting. Perfect. We have our first reversal in here. All right. There we go. 50-50. Are you 50-50? 60-40. Let's go. Yes, team winning. Let's go. Let's get it. Click it. Can I vote? No, I cannot vote. All right. We're going to 5 votes so far. Let's go, guys. Click it. Vote yes or no. Are you? Yes or no? All right. So let's go for this trend line right here. All right. And look at that. We are on the support of the trend line. Not only that, come on, where is it? Oh man, I do remember. No, where is it? We had an order blocking here. Is it gone? Is it gone? I think it's gone. All right. Oh, it is. It's this one. It's this one. Right. Sorry, my bad. So we're getting very close to that. Soft order block is almost 50-50. Very close for a possible reversal. We're going to be looking for another alert right down here on very close to that trend line. Let's also right click on the trend line, lock it, and create an alert. All right. We need to come back down and watch this flip of the ribbon, because right here this could have a very quick scenario like this one right there. All right, let's bring up our RSI prime, and we're getting closer to have tiny candles. This one is pretty small, pretty small, not a tiny candle, but look at that. We might be able to get that possible long, right? So this is not a called out for a long so far, all right, but this is a possible scenario. Let's just leave it as is, and then our stop loss is gonna be right below our order block, and of course your weak room, and we're gonna be aiming a little bit below our area of disparity, our area right here, right? So for TP number 1, early profits, and then the next one right there. So be careful still, this is not a confirm entry, all right? I don't think that we're gonna get confirm entries right now today, but we'll see. What is it? Oh, look at that, 11 votes. Are you? Yes, 73%, 27% no. Dave, Brave Dave, G, Brave Dave, welcome. Great to have you around. Schwan, Derringer, what's up? Any chance you will take a look at the link? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Go to now. I now take a look at the link. Oh, let's get it. All right. Let's take a look at the link. Trusting that you voted, brother. And let's do it. All right, so perfect. We were looking for a possible short on link. Remember, this one played out. We still did the same yesterday. Took some profits, and right now we're on to a support area. Let's just get rid of everything. All right. There we go. The next area that we're going to be looking into, it's going to be a reversal. Same deal like in here. We lost the trend line in here, right? We lost the trend line, we lost the trend. Let's unlock it, and this is gonna ring once again. Perfect. Not about the breakout, it's about your retest. We were looking for this area of resistance coming back down. All right, let's get rid of the trade, and then we're gonna be looking for a re-entry. We are on a loud order block. Is it a good idea to enter? Not just yet, but almost there. Look at that. Remember, we're looking for tiny candles. We're looking in this case for a recovery. We're looking for that flip of the ribbon. You don't enter somewhere around here, your next entry is going to be here. Does it come to a surprise? No. Look at our entry shown in here. Next alert on link. Let's move it slightly up to measure the new bullish order block. Yes, it's soft, but look at that. It's 98% bullish. 98% bullish. That's pretty bullish to me, right? So at this point, I think that this is basically a granted possible entry. All right. Important. We're still on a short. Yes, this is a buy. We don't enter on buys. We enter on weak also. This is still a good area to enter, but we just don't have confirmation. Next confirmation may come within the next candle. Remember, that is within 3 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes, right? So be patient there. I think that we might be having this one out. So why not? Let's call this out. All right. Right now, where is it at? It's going to be our first trade of the night. Stopped out. And since we can still go low, we are going to be aiming to do a 1 quarter of a minute, right? But let me add an alert right here. So when we hit up, we know that we enter. We can go ahead and check that out tomorrow on our alert setups. Perfect. We got the link entry. So just be aware, I'm not going to be able to take it right now. End of the class, I'll take it, right? And follow up on the Piper Academy Discord. All right. Any other asset that you want, guys? I'm going to be ending up the poll. So in a couple of minutes, So go ahead and vote, vote, vote. I want to see if you are. All right. So let's go and take a look at SEC. So SEC is having a correction. Perfect. Again, as always, we lost the trend line. We lost the trade. Perfect. It's not about your breakout. It's about your retest. And off we go. We're getting closer to that reversal. Are we going to make it right down here? Don't know. Let's see. Do we have some supports? Ooh, lower. But we are right now on where? Yeah, I mean, lower here. Let's see what else we have. Oh, there's support all the way down there. What else we got in here? Oh, golden line. And this is important. We have smart money entries. Oh, really? Yes, I mean, I can count that with smart money entries, but look at that view volume. All right. Not an entry on SEC, not just yet. Let's just wait it out. Where are we gonna be looking for re-entries? At 106, right? Somewhere around here. Let's just add a dead cat bounce alert. Look at that, we have our money flow POC, right? So let's put it right below. And we have our blue line. Perfect. So what could happen? We could be looking at something like this, and then I don't know, some double bottom or whatever, right? But so far, we're going to be looking for a further move to the downside. Like, it's not that it's dead. Well, yes, it's dead. It's basically dead. So do not expect much on this one. Like, but we can maybe squeeze a little bit at both. So let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So 14 votes. You are 79%. Let's end the poll. Perfect. So you guys are, shout out to you guys. You are perfect. Love it. First time I'm just playing around with this, just getting to know the what is it? I don't know, something with your community, the polls. I mean, in the future I'll be more related to it. But great, thank you guys for voting. Really appreciate you guys for voting. 14 votes. That is fantastic. Out of 28, that is a good number. By the way, guys, if you are watching this and you want to click that like button, go ahead and do it. It's free and it requires no KYC. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. So let's get it. Let's go over it. Let's take a look at cake. Cake, we were talking about a retracement and continuation. Retracement not taken what we were looking at. Nonetheless, the actual movement played out. What a bummer. That's fine. This is part of trading. Not all of the trades that we planned for, they played out. But we need to keep our eye on the ball. All right. So can you look at TAO? Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, I think we have a trade on Arrow and TAO, right? Oh, let's get it. TAO. I just stopped us out. And as I don't have my broker on me. But yeah, let's go. All right, so getting closer. Remember, move our stop to entry where we have taken profits. Coming back down. Again, this is looking good. This is looking good. We already have our peak performance. Look at that, where we have our peak performance right on the resistance. What are we looking for? Support. And I think this is going to be our next entry box. Looking for that flip of the ribbon. And look at this, guys. Your volume matrix. Yes, it is going slightly down, right? It is going slightly downwards. That's fine. But remember Bitcoin's volume matrix? That was pretty freaking red, right? Remember Solana's volume matrix? That was pretty freaking red, wasn't it? This one is holding. So I think that we're getting closer to make that flip of the ribbon. We're getting thick in here. You know what's coming. Of course, we're getting thick in here. Yes. And, well, we could be looking for that flip of the ribbon. Look at when we get thick, we could be, or we are very close for that flip of the ribbon. All right, so smash that like. Absolutely, smash that like. All right. So, let's add our alerts right now. I'm going to be moving this slightly in between where is a dynamic reactor. And because of the dynamic reactor, I'm going to set an alert. For my attention, there we go. Alert set at 324.3. Right? Is it Crypto Squid? No, why not? Welcome. All right, and we're gonna be aiming for the next trend line that is right down here, right? So let me lock this up. And of course, let's create another alert. So, save it, and we are ready. Perfect. Let's go and check out, not Jasmine. Jasmine is basically very close to our area of entry. Look at that. Almost hitting it. But we don't quite have our next setup. Why not? Let's do a long. Our next long, or our stop loss is going to be here. Remember, if you can catch it lower, way better. In fact, let's try to push it here. I'm going to be setting it up for my alert entry. I mean, it's just bouncing already. Let's still go a little bit lower here. But yeah, let's trust this. Let's trust the process. And our stop loss needs to be a little bit lower because this was, excuse me, our previous entry. But seems like we're getting closer to get that flip of the. Not quite there yet with our oscillator in here, but let's get it. This is gonna be a 1/4 of an inch. Market. 1/4, and that's because I'm a little sore. I mean, we did not catch the breakout retest, and well, I'm still wanted to actually trade some Jasmy. So why not? Let's go get it. Very careful with this one. This one again. Let's mark it with danger, right? So, that one. So those ones are danger. If you don't feel like it, don't take them, right? A 1/4 of an inch. There is a 1/4 of an inch. Perfect. Let's save it. We're almost at the end of the show. So if you guys have any requests, please feel free to request them. It is the time to go. All right, I want to go over crypto bubbles and FARTCOIN. FARTCOIN, once again, we are on the support. Perfect. We don't have so far the flip of the ribbon. I'm gonna be adding another alert right here and the other one right. That is gonna be my gap of entry right here. I'm thinking that we might be able to get it here, right? Buy it, rebound, maybe have a breakout continuation for the best scenario, or right here a rejection. Regardless what happened here, I'm gonna be trying to trade this box the upside, right? But that's what we got on FARTCOIN. So I think let's leave it till today, guys. In 4 hours, right? In 3 hours 30 minutes, or a little less. All right. I think that we might start hitting something. Keep your eyes peeled. All right. I think 8 p.m. Mountain Standard might be the time where we start getting those calls, right? Watch your coins, add your alerts, and get your broker ready. Other than that, guys, let's go to standalone. Guys, thank you so much for joining today. 25 viewers, complete view. I mean, viewers 100. Let's go. Let's get it. And 20 likes. So just 5. You missed that like button. So quick reminder. Helps with the algorithm. Other than that, guys, you know what time is it?
You heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero.
Going to zero. Let's get it, guys. Thank you so much for joining. And as always, you guys, tomorrow, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow we can hunt some good or harvest the entries that we took. Get it.
Bitcoin is going to zero.
Zero.